For centuries, the Library of Alexandria was the shining beacon of knowledge in the ancient world. It held nearly every scroll, every piece of wisdom humanity had ever recorded. But deep within its walls, there was a secret so well kept that most scholars didn't even know it existed. A part of the library so hidden it was spoken of only in whispers. Some called it the hidden wing. Others believed it was a room that would appear and then disappear. The earliest records from scholars who claimed to have seen it paint a strange picture. They described a chamber with no windows, a place completely off-limits to ordinary researchers. Its shelves were packed with scrolls that were forbidden to be copied or even read by most. But the most bizarre detail was the entrance. According to their notes, its location was never fixed. One day, the door might open on the east side of the library. The next, it could be found on the north, even though the building's structure remained unchanged. It wasn't magic, but it was an architectural mystery far beyond what the ancient world could comprehend. So, what was inside this elusive room? The scrolls stored there were said to be centuries, maybe even millennia, ahead of their time. There were maps detailing continents and lands completely unknown to the ancient world. Engineering diagrams for machines so complex, they seemed impossible for that era. Astronomical charts with a level of accuracy that wouldn't be matched for another 1,000 years. And perhaps most intriguing of all, strange mechanical designs whose purpose no one could decipher. Historians now believe this wing was intentionally created to protect information that was considered too advanced or even dangerous for public knowledge at the time, a vault for forbidden wisdom. Then something truly inexplicable happened. Decades before the Great Fire that would ultimately destroy the Library of Alexandria, the entrance to the hidden wing simply vanished. One day, it was there. The next, scholars returned to find nothing but a solid, flat stone wall where the door had been. There were no signs of recent construction, no hidden levers or mechanisms anyone could find. It was just gone. When the main library eventually burned, everyone assumed this mysterious chamber and all the knowledge within it were lost forever, consumed by the flames and buried under the rubble of history. But that wasn't the end of the story. It was just the beginning of a much larger puzzle. Over the next 900 years, a strange pattern of reports began to emerge from the region. Travelers, explorers, and even construction workers digging in Alexandria would occasionally stumble upon something odd. They described finding a peculiar underground structure. A perfectly carved stone archway with impossibly smooth walls. A hallway that seemed to lead nowhere. A sealed chamber that clearly didn't match the age or style of the Roman and Greek ruins surrounding it. What's truly fascinating is that each of these scattered descriptions, separated by centuries, matched the old forgotten drawings of the hidden wing. And yet, none of these witnesses could have possibly seen those ancient records. It was as if they were all independently discovering the same lost piece of architecture. The mystery deepened in the 1960s when a team of researchers, exploring the catacombs beneath Alexandria, actually managed to photograph a strange, unlisted underground room. Their photos showed a chamber that matched the historical descriptions perfectly. But when later archaeological teams went back to the same spot to investigate further, the room was gone. Not collapsed, not filled in, it had simply vanished, leaving no trace it had ever been there. So, what's going on? How can a room appear and disappear throughout history? Modern experts have a few theories, each more intriguing than the last. Some believe the hidden wing wasn't a single room, but a shifting archive. A secret society of protectors might have rebuilt it in different locations over the centuries to keep its contents safe. This could explain why it was found in different spots. Another, more geological theory, suggests that a series of ancient earthquakes and shifting ground might have moved the entire structure underground, concealing it, and then periodically revealing it through fissures and collapses in the earth. A few bold historians and archaeologists suggest an even more exciting possibility, that a significant portion of the original Library of Alexandria never actually burned. They propose that the hidden wing, and perhaps other sections, were sealed off and now lie perfectly preserved deep beneath the modern city of Alexandria. Buried under layers of earth, forgotten ruins, and new construction, it could be waiting, untouched, for someone to find it. This theory would explain the sporadic discoveries, glimpses of a much larger, intact structure that remains hidden from view. But the fundamental questions remain unanswered. How did the entrance move in the first place? Was it a marvel of ancient engineering, a secret known only to its creators? Why have so many independent witnesses across 2 millennia describe the exact same chamber in the exact same way? And most importantly, what kind of knowledge was so valuable, so advanced, that it needed to be hidden inside those forbidden scrolls? Imagine what could be in there. Cures for diseases we still struggle with today. Lost historical records that could rewrite what we know about our past. Blueprints for clean energy or advanced technology that we are only just beginning to understand. One thing is certain. If the hidden wing of the Library of Alexandria still exists somewhere beneath the bustling streets of the modern city, it holds one of the greatest, if not the greatest trove of lost knowledge in human history. A time capsule of wisdom, untouched for over 2,000 years. And maybe, just maybe, someday, it will choose to reappear again. Thanks so much for watching. If you love diving into historical mysteries like this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure into the unknown. See you next time.